Okay, right. So let's start with the I'm sorry, BlazeMeter. Right. So how do we record our scripts with the help of BlazeMeter plugin? For that, first of all, you have to add your BlazeMeter plugin to your Chrome. Right. So most of us will be using Chrome browser. Right. So let's open your Chrome browser and then go to BlazeMeter and try to install that BlazeMeter. Right. So BlazeMeter is just a plugin will be available with our Chrome browser. Okay. So just go open your Chrome browser and just search for BlazeMeter plugin. Okay. So once you click on the first result of the Google, right, it will be directly navigating to the Chrome browser plugins page, and it is showing that if you are trying to install this for first time, it will show add to Chrome. But whenever I try to do that, again it says it's already installed. Do you want it to uninstall? Something like that. Okay, so let me show you. Give me a second. I'll try to show you how we can do that. 1 second. Yeah, I'm just trying to open my Chrome browser. Yeah, so here, is this? Yeah. Okay, so I'll just write like install BlazeMeter plugin. That's it. See, whenever you say it shows multiple results, right? So just go with the first option, click on the first option. So we'll be navigated to the plugins, Chrome plugins page, right? So just go here. Yeah. See, for me, it is trying to show remove from Chrome because it's already available in my Chrome. So I don't want it to remove it. Let it be, no problem, right? So, but for you, whenever you guys try to do that for first time, you should be able to see the button called Add to Chrome. Just click on Add to Chrome so that that will be added to your Chrome browser. Okay, once it adds, it is trying to show while adding, in the process of adding, it will be showing some alert and it will be asking you to whether we wanted to cancel and still go ahead and add it. Yes, go ahead and click on add extension button so that it continues, right? It will download some small plugin related to BlazeMeter. Let it download it. Okay, and then just double click on it, right? So once we double click on it, we should be able to see some pop-up like this. Okay, see on the browser, we can see BlazeMeter icon, right? Top right corner, you can see BlazeMeter icon. Okay, let me show in my Chrome. Okay, so as I have multiple, what to say, plugins in my browser, let me go to click on this. This is the plugin icon, right? So even if you have multiple plugins, you can see this icon, right? So just click on that icon and then click on this BlazeMeter. See, once I click on BlazeMeter, see, I'm able to see some small pop-up coming. This is nothing but the BlazeMeter plugin for our Chrome, right? So this is the way how do we open it. Okay, see, like even if I go back, right, I can see similar kind of pop-up showing up even in my browser, right? So that's the way how do we download it and install the BlazeMeter plugin in our Chrome browser. Okay, and then we have to log in, right? So, but as we are trying to just now download and start using BlazeMeter plugin, obviously we have to go and click on this sign up link, right? So you can see here the top right corner, we have this sign up link, right? So go ahead and click on that sign up and it will be navigated to BlazeMeter web page, right? Go there and try to sign up. So whenever you are trying to do it for first time, just try to register with your personal email ID or whatever you feel like, right? Register it and then log in with the registered user, right? So let me do that for you here and show you. I'm sorry, not this. Yeah, that is this. Let me open BlazeMeter here again. Okay, this is not logged in. Now let me log in. All right, so it goes over here. Even for you also, it may go to this page. You can go here and register it here. Okay, with your personal email ID and all the details. But as of now, I have already registered. Let me log in to that. Okay, so let me write my email ID. Okay, so I'm just trying to log in. Okay, 1 second. Mm, 1 minute. Yeah, now it logged in. Okay, now if I try to click on this plugin again, Blazemeter plugin, see now it won't show me to log in again, right? Oh, it should. 1 second. So still it is logging in here. Yeah, now it is completely logged in. Now let me try. Yeah, see now it shows hi Manitha. That means I have successfully logged into JMeter plugin. JMeter. So now I can start using the plugin with my account. Okay, so that is the way how do we install it, download, install, and then sign up with the credentials. So I just logged in with my credentials. So after logging in, right? So we have some options. So we have to start recording. What is that we wanted to start recording? Booking flight scenario, right? So let me give some name. Okay, we can see this kind of window right on the plugin. So just use the name of your test. I'll just give something like booking flight. Okay, and we have some options, advanced options over here. So select all of these options. So these options are very important, right? So while recording we have to disable the cache. We no need to record the cache also. Okay, and other services, Ajax records also, everything we have to record, because whenever we hit any request, as part of response we can see multiple types of request. It could be a it could be Ajax request, it could be JavaScript related request, it could be a Java request, or it could be any valid request, images and many things will be coming as part of response. So I wanted to record everything as part of this, right? So I will select all of these options in my JMeter. Okay, and then I'll just click on save. Once I click on, sorry, next, I will be navigating to the right side thing, right. So whenever I record, after recording, and whenever I click on save, right, it is telling that, hey, you recorded, and from the recording there are multiple domains, not only your application, there are other domains like Cloudflare and some other relevant domains where internally we are using within our application. Do we really wanted to select all those domains and save it? Yes, we wanted to select everything, because all those requests together is nothing but the web load, I mean, performance of that particular application. So yes, select everything and click on save. Okay, let me try to replicate same thing. Okay, all right. So now let me start recording and do some set of actions. Click on Blazemeter. Yes, let me give some name as flight booking test. I just given some name. Okay, after giving some name, click on advanced. Okay, so here it is telling what type of options we have to filter. Yes, just take all HTTP, HTTPS, that's okay. And yeah, by default, all of these are selected by default. It's okay, no problem. Yes, from the GUI, what are the locators we may use? Yes, all are selected by default. It's okay, let it be. Okay, now let me start recording. Right, once I click on this red color button, yes, it started recording. Okay, so what is my first step? Selecting departure city and destination city and find flights. So now let me give some name for this. So I'll just give some name as, let's say, find flights. So this is one of my transaction. I'm finding some flights. Okay, just add step, click on add step and do some set of action. So I'm selecting Boston here. Okay, and then I am selecting the destination city as London. All right, so I've done some set of actions. Now click on flights, find the flights. So I just clicked on find flights. See, by clicking on find the flights, see, I'm able to see here some numbers are also changed here. So previously it was 0 and it went to 5. That means 5 different actions has been done internally, and there is one more, one in bracket, which is nothing but one click we have done, something like that. Okay, all right, so we have done that and we got the result. From this result, we wanted to pick any one flight. right? So yeah, we manual also we can see, okay, which one we want. Okay, all right, I wanted to click on the first one. Okay, choose flight. Okay, so now let me enter the name of the next transaction. So whatever the actions I do, right, so that actions I will give some name. Okay, let me name it as, let's say, choose flight, add step. So whatever I do as part of choose flights, everything will be recorded under that particular control. That is what I mean. Okay, let me click on choose flights. So once I click on choose flights, I'm able to navigate to the next page. And here in this page, what I wanted to do, enter all the details about me, personal details, and with which card, credit card or whatever the card I wanted to purchase the flight ticket. All those details I have to enter and click on purchase flight. Okay, so I'll just name this as purchase flight. So that is what the name I'm going to give. Select, I mean, enter that name, purchase flight, and then click on add step. I clicked on that, and now what I will do is, let me write some name. I'll just write some name as Manidhar. Okay, and address, let me pick some address from here. See, automatically it's calculated. It's okay. And card number, let me give some random number. So it's, there is no restriction over here because this is a sample site. Okay, no problem. Okay, when it is going to expire, 11th month, or something like, let me give 2023 something. Okay, and name on the card, let me give something. Okay, all right. So I have provided all the required details to purchase a flight ticket, and now click on purchase flight. Right? Yes, I clicked on purchase flight. After clicking on purchase flight, yes, we are able to see the thank you message, and it is telling that successfully the flight has been purchased. Right? So that is the way how this is a simple flow, right? What we are trying to capture it from the our recording. That's fine. With this, I'm done with my flow. Okay, this basic flow, whatever I have recorded, I wanted to run with multiple users. Okay, fine. Go here and click on this red color button so that our recording will be stopped. Okay, let me click on this red button. Yes, recording is being stopped. Again, go and go to that particular thing. Yes, it has completed. I mean, it has stopped the recording. See, here we can see that option, save in project. Just click on that. Okay, so account, so these are the some default options. Let me select this. It's coming here. Okay, no, 1 minute. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so yeah, here we have the save button, right? Next to run edit, we have save button. Just click on that save button. Okay, so that it is asking some details. So we wanted to save into JMX, right? In general, if you work with Java program, we will be creating some files with .java extension, right? In the same, if you wanted to save any file as image, it could be either JPG or PNG, or if it is a video .mp4, if it is an audio .mp3, like however we have an extension for each and every files. In the same way, if you wanted to store any JMeter files, then that JMeter files we have to do it with the help of .jmx. So just select JMX, right? And it clearly says that we are getting the request from single site, which is nothing but Blaze demo. No problem, just select it. But as I said, if you are working, I mean, if your application contains multiple domains like this, as I am showing in the screenshot, Cloudflare, Zendesk, and so on. In that case, also, yes, select everything. Okay, don't miss everything. So we have to select everything, right? So let me go back to JMeter. Sorry, not JMeter. Where is this? My browser. Yeah. Okay. This is I'm sorry. Yeah, let me click on this again and I'll try to save it. Select the JMeter JMX. Yes. Click on save. So once I click on save, right, it is trying to export my JMX file because it has recorded the JMX file in some cloud, BlazeMeter cloud. So that has been downloaded to my downloads folder, right? So that